Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have started the texturing of this particular round bed over here. See, simultaneously we have multiple tutorials going on. So also we'll be continuing these tutorials. So let's go into the material editor, press M and go into the material editor. Let's take a V-Ray material. Let's go into this. After taking that, let's go into the diffuse, go into the bitmap, and I already have downloaded some PBR materials. So let's go into this and let's assign some fabric materials over here. So let's just take a fabric material. Let's go into this. Let's take a bump to normal and again go into the bitmap. Okay, so this is what the albedo materials. I'm extremely sorry. So we'll just assign that this is the ambient occlusion map. So first I'll just assign this over here, and onto the diffuse I'll just go into this and I'll just assign a albedo map. Alright, so let's go into this and let's assign. So if you don't need this, you can just change the texture, but I like this texture, so I'm just taking this. So let's go over here and let's give a UVW map. So I'll just assign a UVW map over here and set it as a box. Same for this, I'll assign the same material. So if you want to give any kind of other details for the corners, we can do that. So that is possible over here. I can do that. I can just go into the edges over here. So let's just select this edges, ring this, control click on the polygons, and we can just go over here and let's take a V-Ray material and let's take any color. So if you want to give any color, you can go with that, any color property. I can just assign it over there. So if you want any kind of design stuff or something, that can be done in this way. So I'll just duplicate it. Again, go into the V-Ray material. Let's take again a V-Ray material. So let's go into this bitmap, and I have this all fabric stuff over here. So I have again one more texture for it. So I'll just take this the same way. I'll again go over here. I'll take a bump to normal, connect it with a bump map, go into the bitmap, and let's take a normal over here. So let's select this, again assign it. We can assign this textures in this way as required. Again, I'll go into this and I'll just give a bit any kind of a copper material or copper shader. So I can just go into this. Let's take a V-Ray material and I'll go into the diffuse. I'll just take any color, go into the reflect. So let's just increase this Fresnel reflections. Alright, this looks better now. uh, I'll increase this more. And go into the reflection. Let's click OK. Assign that. We can even go into that and give again some proper color if needed. So we can easily assign that. So it's according to your needs. We can just do that. So if it is highly reflective, you can slightly reduce this stuff over here. I'll go into this, and instead of that, I'll go into the diffuse. I'll just change it. Okay, this is the correct color. And I'll go into this reflect, and I have some property. I can assign some property. All right. So we can make this glossiness towards, and let's make this as 10 and max depth as 8 over here. Now this is a correct one. Fresnel reflections, I'll keep it on. Now you see, now let's render this. Now this is going to give you a correct copper effect. So you can go into this rendering, go into the environment. I've assigned a V-Ray sky. If you don't need it, you can just off it, and let's render it again. You get a bit of a darker color now. Go into the environment, go into rendering, render setup. We can off the HDRI, I'm sorry, the GI. Let's check if it is on. We can off it for now at least. Alright, you see that if you off the GI, it's going to be totally dark. So for now, I'll just on it, for instance. Alright, now again I'll go over here, select this, and I can assign the same texture for this as well. So this looks better. Again, I'll go into this and give a UVW map. Again, go into this, give a UVW map. Alright, looks better now. And select this both, and let's assign a V-Ray light material. So I can slightly assign a light material over here. So let's go into this. I can convert to editable poly, slightly push this a bit over here, slightly push this over here, select the polygons. Again, let's just extrude it, and we can assign a color to it if I not assigned it. So let's again go into the material, take a V-Ray material, and let's slightly give a bit of a color to it. Looks better now. So how you can add some lights if needed, I can just save the file for now. We can just select this and this, Again go into this V-Ray material. I'll just make it dark. Just select this and this, and let's give some reflections. Reduce this glossiness and increase this IOR value. For the support, so I can just name it as side table support over here. So I can go into this. Let's go into the lights. I can just take a target light. Let's take a target light into the photometric lights. So I can just assign one light over here. We can just go with this lights. So I'll just off this, and first we can just go into rendering, go into the render setup, and we can just off the HDRI, the GI over here. Can just try, can see that. Alright, so it's going to illuminate it. Select this. Let's go into this and let's assign any kind of I can just assign any preset over here for now. I can just on the shadow, make this as V-Ray shadow, and make this as uniform diffuse for the light distribution. Let's again go over here, and into that I can just change the intensity. I can slightly increase the intensity of the light and change the temperature Kelvin. We can change the temperature over here. So whatever temperature you need it, you can keep that. I can increase, decrease this stuff. So now again I'll go into this, select the light, go down, again just shift and make a copy of it. Can just render and see once. So as you can see over here, we already have assigned this V-Ray mesh light over here. So we can slightly reduce the mesh as well over here when it is required. We can reduce that. Now I'll just click on this, on the floor part. So let's again go into this, select the floor, go into the material, and if you have a very high reflection, slightly reduce the reflections for the floor. Let's save the file. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So we'll do the lighting part in the coming tutorial. So we'll be adding some more lights over here. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed yet. So thanks for watching this tutorial.